that 3 to see if he is trying to overthrow me. If he is, well, fuck that nigga. Gotta take him out and take over the streets. If you with the squad, then you fucking around, then you gotta be here through the bad times. If you switching up, you done fucked up, cause now your ass finna see my bad side.
I'm rolling with my squad to the sea. We grinding just to make some history. If you ain't fucking around with me, then I'ma keep you close, my enemy. Rolling with my squad to the sea. We grinding just to make some history. If you ain't fucking around with me, then I'ma keep you close, my enemy.
If you my enemy, don't you pretend to me that you a kin to me, you ain't my bro. Went from them 10 G's playing my strings like a symphony. Paxer Houdini is gone. Straight in that FFB, I got the recipe. Stand up for some even if I'm alone. Woke up the commas, I'ma put some in the safe, and the 30% I'ma blow. Catch a flight, turn up in the suite. Next Miami Beach, I got gasoline. Straight Supreme on that 93, just to say the least. I've been on the big and better things. Keep the fake loves, fake hugs, and all them frenemies. Niggas stole from me, tried to take my hoes from me, really took my dough from me. Fuck niggas got close to me, I was down and they was ghosts to me. Posted stories when they roll with me. You want the life that go with it. Niggas turn snake, I'm a gorilla.
I'm rolling with my squad to the sea. We grinding just to make some history. If you ain't fucking around with me, then I'ma keep you close, my enemy. Rolling with my squad to the sea. We grinding just to make some history. If you ain't fucking around with me, then I'ma keep you close, my enemy.
My enemy, my enemy, my enemy need to stay close to me. I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I had left on earth. I hope my mama never had to put me in the dirt. I'm contemplating getting a couple bitches, have them in the fucking kitchen and they cooking up that word. You think I'm tripping, but I am so disturbed. I'm fucking twisted, I'm so sadistic, but I'm a mystic. Just in case you missed it, pay attention, shut up and listen. I believe in God's high and mighty godly existence. Ayo, 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 ayo. Tryna get my money right, just listen to my songs. I'm gonna be a movie star on your radio. Ayo, 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 ayo. I'm tryna get my shot, I'm aiming for the stars. Sleeping on me now, I won't know just who you are. Sleeping.
What's going on, every motherfucking body?
I'm hunted by all these dreams. That's something I must achieve.
We have a very interesting show today. I'm completely excited. First off, before we get to the actual point at hand, which is what the video is actually titled, I want to cover parts of the show. You know, the whole purpose is I got a little carried away. When moving forward, I would just do these shows on specific subjects and go all in on that. And that's the problem. I need to get away from that and develop an actual show. So I just decided to add a sports section in here about some big shit that, of course, I either watched or have big interest in, like the Super Bowl or, of course, UFC. So let's go into our sports section really quick. We're going to start with the Chiefs versus the Eagles. That's crazy. Super Bowl that just happened this Sunday, Lord. So, both teams finished the regular season with the league's best at 14-13 record. The Chiefs were playing in their 5th overall Super Bowl in the franchise history, having previously played in Super Bowls 1, 4, and 54. And 55. The Eagles were looking for their 2nd Super Bowl victory after Super Bowl 52. Having also appeared in Super Bowl 15 and Super Bowl 39. 3 of the previous 5 Super Bowls had featured either the Chiefs or the Eagles, though this was the first time the two teams would meet in the championship. The Chiefs' victory were their 2nd in 4 years and 3rd overall. After the Eagles went to halftime up 24-14, the Chiefs mounted a comeback to win the game at 35-35. And boy, was this a tight game. Now, to be clear, I didn't get a chance to watch this motherfucker because my black ass was at work. And work was on 10. I mean, I work at a food joint, so niggas are just ordering food left and right, and we are just I got new hires in this motherfucker. It was just, oh Lord have mercy on everybody. So, but anyway, y'all didn't try to listen to this shit to hear my motherfucking problems. Okay, so after the Chiefs went into the building and halftime at 24-14, the Eagles went into the halftime building. Goddamn, the Eagles went into the building when they were up 24-14, and then the Chiefs decided to mount a comeback victory to win the game at 38-35, winning a game-winning field goal kicked by Harrison Butker. I don't know. And the 73 combined points was the 3rd highest scoring Super Bowl game, and the 35 scored by the Eagles were the most by a losing team in the Super Bowl. That's very interesting to know. Chiefs quarterback Pat Mahomes, my nigga, was named Super Bowl valuable MVP. Not to mention he was a season's MVP as well, completing 21 of 27 passes for 182 yards and the 3 touchdowns, while also rushing 6 times for 44 yards. Mahomes became the first player since Kurt Warner in 1999 to win NFL MVP and the Super Bowl title in the same season. Ain't that a bitch? Fox broadcast of the game became the 2nd most watched program in American television's history, with an average of 113 million viewers. The halftime show headlined Rihanna, which peaked at 118.7 viewers. And I specifically, that's the only time that I watched myself, was during the halftime show. Then I put it at the TV of my jobs and all that shit, turned the volume up and all that kind of bullshit. So yeah, so that's how the damn Super Bowl went. Ain't that crazy? All right, let's check out, I guess, what happened at the stadium right after the Super Bowl game was over. That's real cool. Y'all caught me on a motherfucking smoke break. Damn, I didn't realize the clip was that damn short. God damn. All right, so these are our motherfucking Super Bowl champs. In my opinion about the matter, that's Pat Mahomes. I'm a Patriot fan, to be honest. I'm a damn Patriot fan, so I hate Kansas City Chiefs off of that premise alone. But I'm also a Tom Brady fan, okay? And because I'm a Patriots fan, I've been wired to hate these motherfuckers. But because Tom Brady is no longer with the Patriots, I stopped watching football at that moment. I've not watched football since then. I barely watched the Super Bowls in passing, but I know this is a bad mamma jamma because when we played the nigga, it was tough And we had to use our experience with the Patriots. Now the Patriots don't have Tom Brady. The motherfucker went to goddamn Tampa Bay and won a championship and got that 7th ring. And he should have did it with us. We wouldn't be talking about Pat Mahomes on his 2nd ring if Tom Brady was still with the goddamn Patriots. But that's neither here nor there. This motherfucker's a bad mamma jamma, and he young as hell. He gonna be around for a while, and he gonna continue to play awesome sports. It's just like, because I'm from Chicago, so you know I'm repping the Bears too, and the Bears, what the hell, ain't been nowhere, okay? I don't like Green Bay, but I love Aaron Rodgers. So with that being said, I am forced to hate Green Bay. I just hate everything about them, but I love Aaron Rodgers. So let's check out Pat Mahomes' reaction to winning the Super Bowl after the field goal was kicked. Nigga look like a kid in the goddamn candy store. Goddamn, I mean, we're going to Disney World, motherfuckers. I get on the motherfucking mic drunk as hell, getting off the field. Hey, you motherfucker, get out and have some drinks in this motherfucker. Fuck everybody. Love you, mama. Love you, granddaddy. Hey, that bitch over there, I ain't you mad? You ain't got me no more, ho. You know, we're going to Disneyland, bitch. I'm finna buy a new Mercedes Benz in this motherfucker. You know, I'll be on some ignorant shit like that, okay? And you got Pat Mahomes up here doing what he's supposed to do as a nice mixed breed of America, okay? You know, I can say that because I got a mixed child. So don't be like, oh, you're racist. I be saying the same shit about my child, okay? Which my baby mama just told me I don't need to say that because that can be perceived as racist, which I don't understand. Calling my mixed child a mixed breed, I don't understand. What's the problem? A mixed breed, okay, he's a mutt. It is what it is. I'm black. I can say that. And I'm sure I would be offended if a white person said that about my baby, but I wouldn't be offended if my baby mama said it. I'm getting off a top subject. That's why I called Pat Mahomes a mixed breed. Okay, he know how to act properly. Okay, my black ass would have been up there fucking shit up. All right, so let's check out. This says reacts to the game, so let's check it out.
I got too much fucking money on this shit, man. No! You don't fucking understand. Fuck your bet, man. Hey, you pay me, man. I get my bet. Fuck out my face, man.
Brother, if you grown enough to make a bet, bitch, why the fuck, nigga? You tearing shit up, now you gotta pay more money to fix that shit. Where does it make sense? And I've seen multiple videos of people punching their motherfucking TVs, bitch. That ain't cheap. It's not cool when we got niggas out here that don't got shit, okay? So please, niggas starving out here. They could use that TV to sell, to get rocks or something. It's people out here struggling. God damn it, you out here now you done busted your TV. You gotta get another one because goddamn, and they ain't gonna be cheap on your motherfucking ass. I don't even know why the hell you would bet without listen. For those of you motherfuckers out there, don't bet thinking you know somebody gonna win. Sometimes the game could be rigged. Fools, you only bet in the case that you can go with losing that money. That's the only time you bet, you jackasses. If you can't afford to lose the money, keep your fucking money in your pocket. Especially a Super Bowl like this, which you don't know who's gonna win. Long story to short, based on my research, the Eagles throughout the season haven't faced the level of competition that the Chiefs were. As to why, in this predicament, the actual defense didn't show up. Now you got Pat Mahomes, who's injured, who's in agonizing pain. As a person that is a defensive mind. I play defensive football. You got to go after that motherfucker. That legs, you got to tear that shit up. You got to do it. It is. I mean, there's no either way about it. You got to tear that ass up. And they failed to do that properly, which, you know, Pat Mahomes did his motherfucking thing. Now, let's move into the UFC portion of the fight. This motherfucking super fight here. Okay, so the nigga in green shorts, is, for those of you who don't know, is Alex Volkanovski. See, I know this nigga so much. Let me just say, I'm saying his name wrong. I call him Volkanovski. I've been saying this shit the whole time, not skipping it. Since I'm on camera, my bitch ass is up here freezing up like a motherfucker. Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. I didn't fuck that up. You see that, so I don't know what the hell happened. So, the UFC's latest super fight delivered in a hellacious affair. Islam Makhachev edged out Alex Volkanovski via unanimous decision to fend off the UFC featherweight champion and defend Makhachev's lightweight title at the main event at UFC 284. The bout headlined ranches and returned to Perth, Australia, which also saw Yair Rodriguez capture an interim featherweight belt with a second round submission of Josh Emmett. Now, that fight was crazy as hell too, because Josh Emmett is a motherfucking beast, okay, and will knock your ass smooth the fuck unconscious. Yair Rodriguez is a fucking technician, okay. I don't know what to say. That shit was amazing, okay? But the fight, Islam Makhachev versus, and y'all finna see some motherfucking highlights. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted like a bastard. But, Alexander Volkanovski is just great. I hated on the nigga forever because he got, what's that nigga name? Max, fuck. Nigga from Hawaii. God damn. I can't even. The greatest featherweight was originally Max Holloway. Yeah. Max Holloway. Okay. He got robbed by Alexander Volkanovski in 2 fights, in my opinion. He won the first motherfucking one and definitely won the second one and got his ass whooped in the third. So I couldn't say shit about it anyway. At that point, I stopped hating Alex Volkanovski. Okay, I started really liking this leprechaun, short-looking bastard. But this nigga strong and will knock your ass unconscious. Okay? All right, he ain't nothing to fuck with, and he well-rounded versus Islam Makhachev, this Khabib wannabe, Abraham Lincoln, Muslimitic, suicide. But I didn't mean to say that. I mean, Islam Makhachev ass. Okay, this motherfucker's a goddamn zombie. Lord have mercy on the motherfucking soul. This nigga right here will take your ass to the floor, punch you in the motherfucking face, knock your ass unconscious, take you on the floor like he's a motherfucking gorilla or some shit, wrestle your ass where you can't move, which he got from Khabib. I couldn't stand that bastard either, okay? And then submit your ass, just like Khabib, okay? But this nigga got hands like a motherfucker. And boy, was this match outstanding. Y'all take a look at what the fuck happened, because this I was just So that was a hell of a fight, bro. I suggest you motherfuckers find a way to watch that shit. I can't help you with that. But, yeah, it was a great situation. We're going to go into their speeches real quick and go into the portions of the show that y'all all clicked on here to watch. But yeah, bro, I just, UFC is outstanding. Boxing need to take fucking notes and put on the best fucking fights. I will start covering boxing matches. I don't fucking miss combat sports, so I might as well talk about them in my motherfucking show. At least give them a segment. I do not feel I need to dedicate a whole show because, you know, niggas get on here challenging me. I might not be all the way there, okay? But I watch enough boxing every Saturday to not get my phone be on do not disturb for you motherfuckers that be trying to call me during fight night. You need your ass whooped, okay? Don't fuck with me on fight night. UFC, boxing every Saturday, I don't give a fuck. And if a Saturday go by and there's no fights, I'm depressed as fuck, okay? It's something wrong with me. I like to see niggas get bludgeoned. All right, so let's check out Islam Makhachev's fight speech. We're going to go into Volkanovski's fight speech, and then I'm going to share my opinion on that motherfucking fight on who I really thought won. We're going to talk about pound for pound, and then we're going to move on to the other half portion of our show. So let's check out Islam Makhachev. For those of you that have trouble understanding niggas speaking English, that don't really speak English, God bless you.
I show I am number one. They have to improve more. But you like or you don't like, I am best fighter in the world right now. Thank you. And guys, please, don't forget about Syria, Turkish. We with you guys. Thank you all.
Islam Makhachev, you're lightweight champion of the world.
Okay, so we're going to go into Volk's speech, because this motherfucker here is Australian. Good mate, but will whoop your ass. So don't get it. He's a nice guy, but he'll whoop that ass. And let's see what he has to say.
He didn't respect my wrestling grappling, and I guess maybe I didn't respect his striking enough either, because he landed some shots. So fair play to both of us. You challenge yourself like this, it only makes you stronger. The reason why I had to push myself is because I knew how good their team was, I knew how good Islam was. He is as good as you were saying. I just told you I'm the right man for the job. You could see I can get the job done, but I pulled up short tonight. Congrats to Islam, great fighter. Maybe we'll settle pound for pound number one again.
All right, so let's talk about this real quick. So, because there's some controversy about this specific fight. One, I personally feel like Alexander Volkanovski actually won that fight. Even when Islam Makhachev had dominant positions, it's the scoring criteria is solely, when it comes down to takedowns, is solely based on damage. Damage trump everything when it comes down to the fight. So, and at a certain portion, because Islam Makhachev is a dominant grappler, he wasn't able to land as much damage on the ground. The only thing is he kept him down there for a certain amount of time. He just wasn't able to pull off submissions or actual damage like punches. In most cases, in those exchanges, Alexander Volkanovski, where he had his back taking, was landing damaging shots consistently over and over again, which wasn't given to Alexander Volkanovski. That's my issue with it when you're talking about what actually happened and who won. Volkanovski landed more damage throughout the whole fight to Islam Makhachev, even though statistically Islam Makhachev had outfought Volkanovski on the feet. Okay, so that's my whole premise. I do think, and basically, Alexander Volkanovski is at a smaller weight class, whereas Islam Makhachev is a champion of a higher weight class. So Volkanovski, because he's great, wanted to fight that champion to become double champ if he were to beat him over 2 weight classes, which is a rare thing that happens. So the fact that Volkanovski was even threatening that greatness in the first place means he's fucking outstanding. On top of that, the pound for pound, if you don't know what pound for pound means, is that there's fighters in different weight classes. There's a pound for pound list. So even if they were at the same weight class, the pound for pound list is to show who would win regardless of weight class. If that didn't exist, who would actually win. So because Volkanovski is the pound for pound number 1, he was putting that on the line to take Islam Makhachev's title in his weight class. It was because he's coming up from featherweight on that weight. For those of you that don't understand. Okay, so with that being said, what actually happened as far as today, Wednesday, Volkanovski is still the number one pound for pound fighter, even though he lost. And the whole premise of the pound for pound is if they, regardless of weight class, if they were to fight each other, whoever wins would be the number one. I suppose Islam is number two, but because of the controversy of the fight, because he went up a weight class, UFC pound for pound voters, whoever the fuck, still felt that Volkanovski is number one. And I agree. I fucking agree. For those of you motherfuckers, I got 3 niggas that's watching this live stream. Pitiful. Hopefully I get my views up because this is sad as hell. Just hit the like. Goddamn, get in the comment section. Goddamn. Thank you for watching, niggas. But my channel goes nowhere with just the vote alone. I need some interaction and I need a motherfucking comment. We need to develop a motherfucking community. And because of that, I need to show the community, because we're going to take a break, a little ha-ha break, okay? And check out this crackhead Sally that flashes our asses. Let's take a look.
Fucking Paul! You fucking disgusting piece of shit! I don't care. You don't put me on. Give me my fucking Paul! I don't care. Put me on World Star. I'm already famous on World Star.
I got you.
Put me on World Star. This little bitch wants to fucking flirt with a bitch who's scooping macaroni and cheese. He's gonna get macaroni.
Tell the camera what he did. Tell the camera what he did.
I'm the shit. Ain't no bitch hotter than me. Ain't no bitch more paid than me. Fuck all you fucking bitches.
Therefore.
Fuck all you bitches. Ain't nobody got $10,000 tits like me. $10,000 on my titties, bitch. Oh my god, he left me.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, maybe that ain't crackhead Sally, but that's definitely methamphetamine Sally. Because, bitch, hold up, baby. Methamphetamines is a hell of a drug, okay? And bitch, what the fuck? You should have put that $10,000, whatever nigga gave you that, because that nigga was a damn simp and a fool. Or whoever gave you that $10,000 to get them raggedy ass titties that man didn't even feel the need to show, as to why I was able to show the video. Bitch, you should have got a car, okay? Where you was driving and not got left behind by a nigga you decided to slap the fuck up. Bitch, what the hell, crackhead methamphetamine Sally out here wilding on niggas, showing it her tones and moving forward. But, you know, I want to check with my nigga, you know, because this nigga is always hollering at a bitch, and he'll probably holler at this bitch. Now, Holla, what you think about this ugly crackheaded bitch?
Holla, 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 holla at you. Holla at you, baby, holla at you. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla at you, holla at you, holla at you, holla at you. Baby, holla at you, holla at you, holla at you. Holla at you, holla, 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 holla. Holla at you, at you, holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, holla, holla.
Goddamn, brother. You mean to tell me your stinking ass would holler at that raggedy bitch? Oh, Lord have mercy. What is your grandma got to say about this? You know, because I...
Come on now, do it.
They said create holla OnlyFans.
Fly line up to Dixon sucks tonight.
What? See holla.
Meaning, mighty mo. Come on, baby, bring some mo.
Oh, okay. So I guess Holla, grandmama, suggests the crackhead Sally should line up the Dixon suck tonight. I didn't know that this is the kind of tomfoolery that these niggas was gonna be bringing on this motherfucking show. Holla, clearly you would holler at the bitch, and crackhead Sally is out here flashing her titties and she need a ride. So Holla, could you please give the bitch a ride? And grandmama, please just go to bed. Just go to bed. God rest your soul. Sister, I miss you, Holla. I miss you, Holla. All right, now we got all the tomfoolery out the way. We can go into the portion of the reason why you bastards are here. Okay? So, let's go into it. The spy balloons. Now, the U.S. military is unsure what three flying objects shot out the skies over North America were, or how they were able to stay afloat. President Joe Biden ordered another object, the fourth in total this month, to be downed on Sunday. It was traveling at 20,000 feet. It could have interfered with commercial air traffic, said the U.S. A military commander said it could be a gaseous type of balloon or something of the type that pollutes the system. Now, before I move forward with this shit, I was planning on doing this video way sooner when the first Chinese balloon came out. It was around the time where it was traveling from over the top of the United States and the Montana area, and the United States decided to just let the bitch go ahead. Come to find out, the fucking United States knew about it well in advance and decided to be quiet about it, hoping that it doesn't get out to the news. And you know what that means, that I was going to come for Joe Biden. But now that I've let some time pass, I also predicted, if I had did it on time, that there would be more things to follow. I swear to God, I wish I would have, because I had this all in my mind to say for the live stream. I didn't prepare it, nor did I have time because of my strenuous working schedule. So, with that being said, the Chinese balloon that came through was extremely dangerous because of our actions and what we have done. So, China sends over a fucking spy balloon. We have confirmed it. We got satellites out the ass. We see anything that comes through, which is a test on a national level. If China can have a fucking balloon that we know came from them, and it just wanders through the United States, and we are so dumbfounded to try to figure out, well, should we shoot it? We don't want to mess up farms. But if it's carrying some gaseous type of subject, that would be harmful for the United States of America. And even though we tried to hide this, and it got out, then we had to get in front of it, which is the dumbest thing. They waited forever to study it. The reason why they didn't shoot it down over Montana, which was the safest place to do it, was to study it. So then it continues traveling into more populated areas of the United fucking States. And it collects all this fucking information. So then we decide, you know what? Let's just go ahead and shoot it down. After it just went through the whole fucking country. Let's go ahead and shoot it down. Let's go ahead. So, then you have to go through all this shit to capture the bitch, which you do because China doesn't want us to capture that shit. Because if we capture it, then we can see their technology that they're using, which is why it's so important to capture it. But this is about 2 bus sizes, okay? 3, I don't know how many damn buses, but hella buses, okay, is a big structure. If it falls on something or people, it could damage and be lethal. So I guess their best thing, instead of destroying fucking farms and shooting it down in Montana, we allowed it to go continuously, even though supposedly we blocked and jammed some sensors so it couldn't get any information. We shot the bitch down after it then collected all the fucking information it could through the United States. Now here's the dangerous thing about that whole situation. You allowed it to go through the country and do that because we were studying it. What if it was carrying nuclear capabilities or gaseous like substances that could destroy our pollution and population? What if it was carrying a disease? Like, all of these facets, if you took the time to take action instead of being cautious, could be catastrophic. And let's not also forget to mention that it would encourage more things to happen like this. Hence, all the shit coming into the world. Hence, all the objects being captured. So you got the 4th where the spy balloon happened. You got the 11th, which was over Canada. Oh, I'm sorry. The 10th, which was over Alaska. You got the 11th, which is over Canada. So now that's causing problems for our neighbors. And you got the 12th that's found in Michigan or some shit. Now, some people are saying that these are, could be possibly UFOs. It's very interesting because they're not expressing what all these other objects are, which I find very interesting. I got a whole list of things to read through, but I find that very interesting. We knew straight up the 4th that came out a spy balloon. We knew that. But now we don't know what these are. How is that possible? They're smaller things. We shot them down. There wasn't a sophisticated way to keep the objects? Can't be. Can't be. So, let's move forward. Okay? So I can continue finding my reading and all that. He added, as far as the military commander that said it could be a gaseous type of balloon or some type of propulsion system, he added that he could not rule out that the objects were extraterrestrials. And the latest object shot down in Lake Hunan in Michigan, near the Canadian border, has been described to defense officials as an unmanned octagon structure with strings attached to it. It was downed by a missile fired from an F-16 jet. And I suppose this jet... Hold up, I got a lot of shit up. Sit tight with your boy. Hold up. I suppose this jet... I got a bigger picture of the damn fighter jet. But anyway... a missile fired at an F-16 at 14:42 local time. The incident raises further questions about a high-altitude object that has been shot down over North America this month. The North American Command Commander's General Glenn Van Hewick, Herkick, or whatever the fuck, said that there was no indication of any threat. Well, bitch, how the fuck do we know that? Can you see inside? Do we got X-ray vision in that motherfucker? Can you back up why you don't think there ain't no threat? I'm not going to categorize these as balloons, he said. We're calling them objects for a reason, he said. What we're seeing is very, very small objects that may produce a very low radar cross-section, he added. Speculation as to what the objects may have been has intensified in recent days. I will let the internal community and counterintelligence community figure that out, Glenn Van Hewick said. When asked if it was possible that the objects are aliens or extraterrestrials, he said, I haven't ruled out anything at this point. A suspected Chinese balloon was downed off the coast of South Carolina on Tuesday. Clearly, it was captured here. After hovering for days over the United States, officials said it originated in China and had been used to monitor sensitive sites. China denied the object was used for spying and said it was a weather monitoring device that had blown astray, which is some bullshit. That's some raggedy ass bullshit. The incident and the angry exchanges in the aftermath ratcheted up tensions between Washington and Beijing, which I don't know what the fuck Beijing got to say about it, because, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? If we did some stupid shit like that, y'all niggas wouldn't be cool with that. But on Sunday, a defense official said that the U.S. had communicated with Beijing about the first object. After receiving no response for several days, it was not immediately clear what was discussed. Since the first incident, an American fighter jet had flown down 3 further American fighter jets have shot down 3 further high-altitude objects in many different days. President Biden ordered an object. Goddamn, my ring going off while now that's disrespectful. Who the hell is walking past my door when I'm doing a damn live stream? I don't know. But anyway, President Biden ordered an object to be shot down over northern Alaska on Friday. And on Saturday, a similar object was shot down over the Yukon and the northwestern Canada. Both the United States and Canada are working to recover the remnants. But the search in Alaska has been hampered by the Arctic conditions because it's cold as hell. It's snowing like a motherfucker up there. So, I mean, you could have had a more sophisticated way of capturing the goddamn shit. Oh, I think they did, to be honest. And I'm just speculating, guys. This is all speculation. But I'm saying they had to find something, motherfucker. They didn't find the damn ragged ass balloon. You just shot the bitch down. You could have had something to catch that motherfucker. Okay? You got these wonderful ass fighter jets doing all this kind of shit. You mean to tell me you can't find the shit that you done shot down? Nigga, please. Anyway. So, with that information, we got some videos to go into, but I'm trying to get all this reading done so we can get into them videos. And my black ass, then, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so I'm going to put this up. here. Here we go. So, okay, both the United States and Canada are working to recover the remnants. I already read that. This object does not clearly resemble or were much smaller than the February 4th balloon. And we will not definitively characterize them until we can recover the debris, a White House official spokesman said. The Chinese ministry said on Monday that the United States had flown balloons into the airspace more than 10 times in the past year. So these motherfuckers was trying to keep this shit silent. Clearly, from what I've expressed to y'all earlier, they was trying to keep this bullshit silent. And it happened 10 times previously. And I'm going to tell you the dangerous shit about that. It's not common as well for the United States to illegally enter airspace of other countries. It is not uncommon for the United States because we feel like we'd have put goddamn police officers. Said a foreign ministry spokesman, Wang Men, at the press briefing. I guess to defend why they entered our airspace, it's not uncommon for us to enter other people's airspace, is what Wang was saying. Detention of the most recent objects could be a result of widening the search from radars and systems. We have been more closely scrutinizing our airspace at these altitudes, including enhancing our radar, said Melissa Dalton, an assistant of the Secretary of Defense. An official told Washington Post that it was like a car buyer unticking boxes at a website to burden perimeters of what can be searched. I don't understand what the fuck that means. And he said it's unclear whether it was producing more hits or new intrusions. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that's saying. Either way it go. This some bullshit. This is some grade A bullshit. So these niggas was trying to keep this shit silent anyway. They didn't want us to know about it because if we knew about this last few years ago, the United States would have had to do something about it as to why they're doing something about it now. Enhancing our radar systems. Doing all this bullshit that should have been done already because we're spending billions of dollars on military shit. So, y'all sick of me talking and shit. I done lost all my goddamn viewers. So let's get into the United States taking down these flying debris.
That there is another Chinese balloon above Alaska or any other parts of U.S. territory that the U.S. shot down?
So I can confirm that the Department of Defense was tracking a high-altitude object over Alaska airspace in the last 24 hours. The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of the Pentagon, President Biden ordered the military to down the object. And they did. And it came inside our territorial waters Those waters right now are frozen, but inside territorial airspace and over territorial waters. Fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command took down the object within the last hour. Okay.
Okay. So we covered this damn balloon from the, over in the seas. Then we're recognizing that there's other fucking objects coming into our airspace. Because we allowed it to slide the year before, and we allowed it to slide now. And now all of these objects are coming up. Now that the public's attention is on that specific matter. Do you not know what it says? If China can have some of their shit in our country and us not do anything about it or retaliate in any way, do you know what message that sends to other worlds? That they can put fucking poisonous shit, they can put bombs to kill Americans? Do you know how devastating it was for us to get bombed at 9/11 on our own territory? As to why, as 10 and 20 years later, we still killing niggas today for that shit? When we had warnings about that then. We had steps that we could take to prevent that then. And now we're hearing a similar situation. I'm trying to basically say, guys, don't be fooled on this. This should be very seriously looked at and talked about. If we allow China to bring balloons, what happens if they bring something else? And how slow we react to it. Just because we don't think there's a threat. And that's the problem. Just because we think there's no threat, so we're going to study it, that's dumb as hell. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And look at the United States, how, mind you, they could look at fucking Russia and tell that they're fucking invading, or tell when North Korea is out somewhere doing some nuclear testings, but you mean to tell me you don't know what the fuck these new fucking things coming in are? Bullshit.
Who owns it? What were the circumstances? Was the president directly involved in ordering this? And is wreckage being recovered?
Well, okay. So I'm going to try. Remind me if I forget something. Okay. Yes, the president absolutely was involved in this decision. He ordered it at the recommendation of Pentagon leaders. He wanted it taken down, and they did that. They did it using fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command. The Pentagon will have more to say about the details of this later on this afternoon. It's only just within the last hour. We're calling this an object because that's the best description we have right now. We do not know who owns it, whether it's state-owned or corporate-owned or privately owned. We just don't know. We don't know. As I said, state-owned. We don't know if it's state-owned.
You see how he's talking? Very weirdly. Like, we're calling it an object, and yeah, we don't know where it came from. We don't know if it's internationally, state-owned. We don't know. We don't know. You a damn lie. You might not know what it is because it could be a UFO. Could be, and you shot it down. If you take a look at my previous video where I talked about why, as far as aliens and if they feel like we're intelligent enough as to why we haven't had communication. Some believe that we actually have had communication with them. Some believe that we don't know how to communicate. That those possibilities are all possibly true or have a strong possibility of being true. But if it feels like that's something suspicious, that's not up to the United States to decide to keep that quiet. It is their responsibility to make sure that they keep the public aware We're stronger when we know and we band together. And here's actual pilots expressing if what they are or what they think they are.
U.S. defense officials sent F-35 fighter jets up to try to figure out what this object was that was flying around near Alaska. Those pilots, we have learned, have given very conflicting accounts of what they actually experienced, with some pilots saying that the object interfered with the plane's sensors, other pilots saying that they didn't really experience that, other pilots saying that when they looked at the object, they could identify no identifiable propulsion system, and they did not know how it was actually staying in the air, cruising at that altitude of about 40,000 feet.
Bob, I mean, this is starting to sound like something out of the X-Files.
Well, Jim, the speed of those airplanes, F-35s, it's no wonder they all saw different things. It's a great mystery. I'm absolutely fascinated by this.
So then you add that in play, which I didn't know until I started to prepare for the show. So it changes the threat level and makes it quite high. Because if we shot down, let's say, an alien, that would be very problematic. If they have the capabilities of coming to our fucking world anyway, what makes you think they won't take that to offense and look at us as being hostile? And what happens when us as United States find someone to be a hostile party, like a different country? We bomb the fuck out of them. What do you think they would do as a response to us shooting down one of their damn situations if this is, let's say, a UFO? Very problematic. If you add in that, very problematic.
On February 9, North American Aerospace Defense Command detected an object on ground radar and further investigated and identified the object using fighter aircraft. The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. U.S. Northern Command is beginning recovery operations now. U.S. Northern Command's Alaska Command coordinated the operation with assistance from the Alaska Air National Guard, Federal Aviation Administration, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We have no further details about the object at this time, including any description of its capabilities, purpose, or origin. The object was about the size of a small car, so not similar in size or shape to the high-altitude surveillance balloon that was taken down off the coast of South Carolina on February 4.
It's fucking crazy. They don't know what the fuck it is. And I call bullshit on it. Maybe you don't know exactly what it is, but goddamn it, if it's fucking with aircrafts that are going over them, we done fucked up. We might, this might end the human race. Maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but goddamn, we probably done fucked up. Just think about that. If we down a fucking aircraft that came from a different planet, what makes you think they don't come in droves and light us the fuck up? And who you think got a better fucking chance? Us at the ground who staying the fuck still where we at, or niggas in the sky that could dissipate at a moment's notice? Once again, if you don't know about UFOs or anything, or even my own personal story of seeing one, you should go and stop right now and watch my UFO video. I'll put that in the description so you can click it and watch it, because I go in detail and explain scientifically certain things as to why that's possible and why I seen that. But if you mean to tell me this motherfucker right here that has been bred to kill functions got jammed up when they were trying to get that bitch out the sky, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we might have a problem, which explains why the United States won't say what it is and are calling it an object. I just played the clip where a nigga in the White House was saying, hey, we're specifically calling it an object for a reason. And it kind of throws out that Chinese aspect, or that foreign aspect, as far as Russia or China spying on us. Yes, the balloon, okay, China admitted that was one of their balloons. We say it's a spy balloon, China say it's a weather balloon. God damn it, quack like a duck, talk like a duck, look like a duck, god damn it, what it is. Okay, so regardless of what China is trying to say, if it fucks up a sophisticated tool, oh yeah, we're in some trouble. Let's check out what the USA thinks about the situation.
We're waiting to learn more about 3 objects shot down over North America over the weekend. U.S. fighter jets took out a 4th object on Sunday. Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
The U.S. military downed a 4th unidentified object in just 8 days on Sunday, this time over Michigan. NORAD began monitoring an octagonal object floating over Montana on Saturday, lost track of it, then picked it up again on Sunday. Worried it could interfere with commercial planes at its altitude of 20,000 feet, missiles took it down on Sunday over Lake Huron. U.S. officials say they will continue to monitor the skies.
If there's an unknown object that enters either Canadian or U.S. airspace, we will go out, we will attempt to identify it. If it's a threat, kinetic threat, military threat, I am delegated the authority if it commits a hostile act or hostile intent.
Sunday's event follows the downing of a much larger object thought to be a Chinese spy balloon off the South Carolina coast on February 4th, after officials tracked it across the U.S. A second object was shot down Friday over Alaska, a third on Saturday in Canada, then Sunday's incident. So far, U.S. officials say they have no reason to believe the 3 objects downed over the weekend are from China or even related.
These ones that are being shot down, they're different nature. The one that looks like that was shot down over Alaska is different from the one that was shot down over Canada.
There could be completely benign and totally explainable reasons for why these objects are flying around up there.
Beijing has also accused the U.S. of flying balloons over Chinese airspace.
Nigga, we have satellites. We don't have time to be flying bitch-ass balloons over China. Anyway, very interesting. Very interesting and peculiar. We are, in our lifetime, we might get the answer if extraterrestrials actually exist. I know they do. I've seen an aircraft with my own eyes. And I can't even say an aircraft because it didn't have wings. It didn't give a proportion. It didn't give me none of that. The shit was smooth like motherfucking butter. Okay? And it kind of sounds like what they shot the fuck down, which is a big fucking thing if you live here. And why is it that all these situations are happening in the United States? My experience, the fighter jets. Why is this just happening to the United States? We're going to fuck around and get to a point because we're scared of China and all these other motherfuckers. We didn't just fucked. If we knew that they were fucking aliens, I guarantee you we wouldn't have shot them bitches down. I can guarantee that. Okay? Because scientists know, hey, if those were indeed extraterrestrials, nigga, we fucked up. If they got the technology to bring their ass from their motherfucking world to our world and travel in a vast fucking space and to survive that and manage to get in our airspace, oh yeah, they gonna fuck us up. Apparently they seemed unmanned and all that shit. Okay, cool. But if they take that as being hostile, we fucked up. We fucked up. Now, let's check out more information about it flying over Alaska. This is somebody from the ground looking up and seeing that.
Nice one. Last one.
And this
that is a T kill. The balloon is completely out.
And that last clip was video footage of the balloon being shot down. So, this is the 4th object that got shot down. And a little more information about the 4th object over Michigan, I believe.
Have been quite full lately, and not with the usual airplanes. President Biden directed the U.S. military to shoot down another unidentified aircraft yesterday.
And that makes this the fourth object shot down in just the last 8 days. Casey Baylor is here now to tell us what U.S. and other country officials are making of all of this.
Well, Dan, Ashley, this time President Joe Biden directed the U.S. military aircraft to shoot down the object over Lake Huron near the Michigan and Canadian border. It was first detected Saturday night over Montana. Now, a senior official says the octagonal object with strings flew rather low compared to the other objects we saw at about 20,000 feet. The Federal Aviation Administration temporarily closed airspace above Lake Michigan Sunday. NORAD says they wanted to ensure the safety of air traffic during operations. Now, officials are working to uncover what this object is capable of and who is flying it.
There's still much to know about it. That's why the analysis of this object is going to be very important. But you can know that this is something that NORAD and Canada and the United States are taking extremely seriously.
And the object has yet to be recovered. According to officials, the recent takedown has the U.S. military adjusting the parameters of their radar capabilities. Ashley.
Okay, Casey, thanks.
Wow. So shit like that is really, really interesting. It could be a UFO. If it isn't, I mean, we're shooting them down now. So I guess since the information got public, and, you know, that's causing some kind of scrutiny from both sides of the Democratic and those Republican parties, to the president, including me, because I was finna get off of his ass again until I listened to the State of the Union. That kind of calmed me down a little bit. Usually that does for the president. That was critical for Joe Biden. If he continues to make results and deliver in the State of the Union to cause peace with the American people, that will give him a better chance. He better do some quick, goddammit, because he ain't got that motherfucking time. But, yeah, we might be in some trouble if we had downed those if those were aliens, okay? And for the United States to not say something, once again, that's very telling. Because, you know, we quick with everything. Oh, Russia's finna invade. Russia's like, no, the hell we not. And then they invaded, okay? We told the world. Everybody was like, okay. And then they did the shit, okay? In North Korea, we motherfuckers see them niggas doing, hey, they finna test some missiles. Them niggas test some motherfucking missiles, okay? So we got the high capabilities, okay? And for us to not know what the hell they are, sounds like some alien shit. For them to be jamming them sophisticated fighter jets, that's some alien shit, okay? So I suggest you motherfuckers revert, I keep saying it, revert to my old show where I talk about that kind of shit and the details of what could potentially happen as to why, as far as contact and so forth. Us bombing them motherfuckers, shooting them out the sky is not the kind of shit we want aliens to feel and get from us. I'm telling you, okay? If it is, of course, foreign objects like China or Russia, and we just letting the shit slide, it's important that we bomb them bitches down now. So, as far as what the president could do to fix this motherfucker situation, I don't know. But these motherfuckers here coming down into our motherfucking areas is very dangerous, okay? Not only to fucking Canada, but us too. It's very dangerous. And I'm just telling you, if they could put certain shit like this and let it slide by going through the United States and picking up fucking information, they could easily carry fucking dangerous things like weapons to kill our asses. So either way it go, death is very possible. You see, well, let's take a look at this. You see Dead Horse, Alaska, where we found the bitch right after the 4th. Then we moved to York, Canada, where the prime minister, whoever the fuck, we just seen the nigga face, said shoot it down and got us the Bulldogs, United States, to shoot the bitch down. Then this motherfucker traveled to where I got kinfolk at in Michigan. Okay? What the Lord have mercy. Lord, somebody gonna have to do something, goddammit. I'm telling you, because and it's a tough situation, because what does the United States do? If this is indeed an alien, you don't want to show aggression, because if they take it as aggression, us as humans know we fight aggression with aggression. And the nigga with the most firepower win. And once again, if they're able to travel from their fucking planet to ours, they got us beat. I'm just telling you right now, they got us beat. If it's once again some China shit, we need to fucking do it back, and do it back now, because they gonna drop some shit off on our ass. And you know, if you're not allies with us, you can't stand our asses. Okay, that's just how it is as Americans. Okay, let's take a look at information about United States shooting them motherfuckers down.
A U.S. F-22 once again shooting down an unidentified object in the sky today over Canada. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tweeting, "I ordered the takedown of an unidentified object that violated Canadian airspace. NORAD command shot down the object over the Yukon. Canadian and U.S. aircraft were scrambled, and a U.S. F-22 successfully fired at the object." Trudeau says he also spoke to President Biden, and Canadian forces will work to recover the wreckage. This as the U.S. military is in the process of recovering the wreckage of another unidentified object shot down Friday off the coast of Alaska. The White House saying this object was flying at 40,000 feet, posing a threat to civilian aircraft.
Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of the Pentagon, President Biden ordered the military to down the object. And they did.
One senior official describing it as cylindrical and silverish gray. The Pentagon saying it's about the size of a small car.
Do you have anything to say about the object shot down over Alaska, Mr. President?
The White House says the object was first detected Thursday evening. Fighter jets sent to observe, determining it was unmanned. The president briefed Thursday, giving the order to shoot it down Friday morning. An F-22 fighter jet taking the shot at 1:45 p.m. This object didn't appear to have the gondola underneath it like the suspected Chinese spy balloon that was brought down off the coast of the Carolinas.
There's no indication that it had any capability to be powered or to steer in a particular direction or to collect intelligence.
President Biden has faced some criticism for not acting sooner to shoot down that Chinese spy balloon before it transversed the United States. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski says Friday's action sends a better message.
Any aspect of U.S. sovereign territory that is encroached upon, there's going to be consequences to it.
On Friday, the military announced they had found the massive technology bay from that Chinese spy balloon at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
As I see it on its face, the truth about this whole situation is that Joe Biden is damned if he do and damned if he don't. And since us as United States feel like we the police of everybody, we're United States Americans need to be more aware of what's going on and need to be concerned about this, because I am. Either way it go, if it is a fucking China, Russia shit, we need to respond in the way that we're responding. If it is an alien, we just fucked ourselves. And we're damned if we do and damned if we don't. I still suggest doing something is better than nothing. And if that results in our human existence, and that results in our demise, then God bless you. And God bless America. And with that being said, that concludes this show. We went over an hour and 8 minutes. I appreciate those of you that was here. I didn't have no motherfucker body get into the show. My nigga Shine, where you at, brother? You're supposed to be here representing. I didn't showed up late. One of the live streams, I showed up late this live stream. And nigga was like, you're late. And didn't watch another motherfucking show. Goddamn, brother. I be operating on nigga time. You got to give me a second. For those of you motherfuckers that's watching, you need to be more active, goddammit. I know I ain't talking to my motherfucking self. And for those of you niggas that listen, I do the show kind of around the same time. I need to be more active on letting you guys know in advance when these shows are happening. But I'm trying to come up with these ideas and putting these shows together with a specific message and an intention to put out. So it's kind of hard to track all that shit down. Long story short, Stay tuned for next week. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Probably ain't gonna find out until 48 hours to 72 hours before the motherfucking show. Most likely 24 hours before the show. So God bless. Let's see how this situation shakes out. But it's very interesting across the board. If it is UFOs, we're fucked up. I keep saying it. Just to clarify, we're fucked up. We didn't fucked up. Okay? God damn it. Okay? Now, with that being said, I'm going to holla at you niggas. Holla, see us the fuck up out of here, please.
Looking at the holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. Holla, 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 holla.
I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I had left on earth. I hope my mama never had to put me in the dirt. I'm contemplating